Imagine waking up tomorrow and the sun is gone. No explosion, no warning, just gone. At first, nothing feels different, but within minutes, everything begins to change, and what happens next is far more terrifying than you think. Here's the strange part. If the sun disappeared right now, you wouldn't notice immediately. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. So for those final 8 minutes, the sky would still be bright. The world would still feel normal. But then, everything changes. The light vanishes instantly. The sky turns black, not like night, but like deep space. No sunrise, no glow, just darkness. Without the sun, Earth loses its only major source of heat. At first, the drop is subtle, but within hours, temperatures begin to fall. After one day, the average temperature drops below freezing. After 1 week, it falls to around minus 17 degrees Celsius, and it doesn't stop there. It keeps falling, lower and lower. The oceans wouldn't freeze instantly. Water holds heat for a long time. But over weeks, ice begins to form on the surface, slowly. The oceans turn into a frozen shell. Deep below, some liquid water may survive, but the surface becomes unrecognizable. Without sunlight, plants can no longer produce oxygen. Photosynthesis stops almost immediately. Over time, oxygen levels begin to fall. The air becomes thinner, colder, harder to breathe. At the same time, weather disappears. No sunlight means no energy to drive winds, clouds, or storms. The earth becomes still, silent. For humans, survival becomes extremely difficult. Within days, most of the planet becomes uninhabitable. The only chance would be underground or near geothermal heat sources, places where Earth's internal heat still provides warmth. But even then, resources would run out and time would not be on our side. Here's something most people don't realize. The sun doesn't just give us light, it also holds the Earth in orbit. If the sun vanished, its gravity would vanish too. But just like light, gravity travels at the speed of light. So after 8 minutes, Earth would stop orbiting. Instead of circling the sun, we move in a straight line, drifting into deep space, alone, a frozen world, drifting through darkness, no sunrise, no warmth, no life as we know it, all from one silent moment. When the sun disappeared, and the truth is, the universe doesn't need to be violent to be terrifying. Sometimes, it's the quiet scenarios that are the most dangerous, but the darkness is only the beginning. Because once the light is gone, the real transformation of Earth begins. Within hours, the surface starts losing heat rapidly. Cities grow colder, roads begin to freeze, and the familiar world we know starts to disappear. After just a few days, the temperature across most of the planet drops far below zero. Rivers begin to freeze, lakes turn solid, and entire regions become covered in ice. But what's even more disturbing is how silent everything becomes. No birds, no wind, no movement, just a frozen world, slowly shutting down. For a short time, life in the oceans would survive. The deeper waters would stay warmer, protected from the freezing surface. Fish and other marine life would continue living for a while. But eventually, even the oceans would lose heat, and survival would become impossible. The air itself would begin to change. Without plants producing oxygen, the balance of gases in the atmosphere slowly shifts. Breathing becomes harder. The sky, once full of life and motion, becomes empty. At first, people would try to adapt. Power systems would struggle, fuel would become critical, and communication would break down. Some might move underground, seeking warmth from the earth itself. Others might gather in protected shelters. But even with technology, survival would be temporary. Because this isn't just a storm or a disaster, it's the complete loss of the system that supports life. Earth drifts into space. And then, after those first 8 minutes, something even more profound happens. Earth is no longer held by the sun's gravity. There is no orbit, no path. We begin drifting into deep space, away from everything we've ever known, the sun, the planets, the entire solar system, slowly fading behind us. A dark, frozen planet, carrying the last traces of life, moving endlessly through space. And the most unsettling part is how quietly it all happens. No explosion, no warning, just one moment where everything changes. And that's what makes space so terrifying. Not just its power, but its silence. But here's a question most people ask. Could we survive this, even for a short time? The answer is complicated. Because while the surface of Earth would become uninhabitable, there are places where life might continue. Deep beneath the surface, the Earth is still warm. Heat from the planet's core continues to rise. In certain regions, this geothermal energy could provide a temporary refuge. Underground shelters, sealed environments, places where heat and air can be controlled. These would become the last safe zones on Earth. With advanced technology, humans could generate heat, grow food artificially, and recycle air. For a time, small groups might survive, hidden beneath the surface, completely cut off from the world above. But even this has limits. Resources would run out, energy systems would fail, and without the sun, there is no long-term recovery, no return to normal, no second chance, only delay. What about escaping? Could humanity leave Earth, find another home? The truth is, we are not ready. Interstellar travel, moving to another star system, is far beyond our current ability. Even reaching nearby planets would not solve the problem. Because without the sun, the entire solar system becomes unstable, cold, and lifeless. So in the end, the disappearance of the sun would not be a sudden explosion, but a slow, quiet extinction, a world that fades, instead of ending in chaos. And maybe that's what makes it so unsettling. Because everything we depend on, every day, every sunrise, every moment of warmth, comes from something we rarely think about until it's gone.